Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. In this video today I will show you how to estimate the three-stage least square regression for system of equations. If you have simultaneous equations, if you have more than one equation, two equations, three equations or more, how can you estimate these equations if you have endogeneity problem? So why we use the three-stage least square regression? So we use the three-stage least square regression if we have a potential of endogeneity issue. So you don't have to even to measure it. If you have in the literature potential endogeneity issues between the variables, which is the dependent and the dependent in equation 1 and the dependent in equation 2, because normally those two variables will be endogenous. If you have potential endogeneity, so you have to use the three-stage least square regression to estimate your model. Let's go to read about some assumptions of this regression. So this regression will be estimated by the command reg3. Reg3 estimates a system of structural equations where some equations contain endogenous variables among the explanatory variables. So typically the endogenous explanatory variables are dependent variables from other equation in the system. So if we see this simple example, so the explanatory here is dependent here, the explanatory here is dependent here. So in this case these two, which is the dependent, are endogenous variables. All dependent variables are treated as endogenous. So the dependent, which is the y and the x in my equation, will be taken as endogenous to the system by default. So when we run the reg3, these two will be treated as endogenous variables. The exogenous variables are taken to be instrument for the endogenous. So when we estimate the reg3, the exogenous variables will be used as instruments for the endogenous. So the exogenous will be used as instruments for the exogenous. I have some options, which is I will show you later about these options. So let's go now and try to estimate the two equations. Here is starter. So let's clean the board and I will close this one as well. I will open two screens. I will divide my screen into two. So now I have space. I don't need space on the right hand, I need space for the left hand to show you how to do the estimation. So go to statistics, go to endogenous covariates, not single, now three-stage least square regression. So three-stage least square regression, I will clean everything here. Equation 1, equation 2. Okay, so now I have y, that's my equation 1, y, which is dependent. So here is equation 1, equation 2. If you have 3, if you have 4, up to 10 equations. So just I have 1 and 2. So I should specify equation 1. So what I will do, just to copy and paste. Copy. So that's my dependent. Control V. My independent variables. So all of these. Copy and paste here. So that's equation 1. Equation 2. So my dependent is x. Copy. I have all of my variables are here. That's the easiest way to do this. Just copy and paste, because all of these are taken from my original variables, which is on the static file. The independent, here is the independent, copy and paste. So I have two equations now. Now by default, so the y and the x, which is the left hand side variables, will be treated as endogenous. So that's by default. If you have any variable which is endogenous among these, so you have to specify it here. So now these for the right hand, so the right hand side, so these options for the right hand side. So if you have exogenous variable not specified in the system, so all of these will be treated as exogenous. If you have more, so you can write it here. If you have endogenous among these, so also you have to specify it here. You can also use the full list of your exogenous variables here. Also you can use this option, which all right hand side variables are exogenous. So there's no need to specify anything here, because the system will use y and x as endogenous. Let's try to estimate. So it's good to have mistakes here. So I have plus sign, I should remove the plus sign. Here is plus sign from all equations. From equation 2 as well. That's it. Plus sign. So now both are okay. So let's submit and try to estimate. So here is the 3-stage least square regression. So here is here is, I think by default, maybe I should change something. So let's see, here 3-stage, but maybe we have, okay, here is the option, so we should use 3-stage, which is the first option. So now submit. So here is the 3-stage. So the endogenous variables are x and y by default. The exogenous variables are x2, x3 and up to x7. So here is the estimation of the 3-stage least square regression. You can interpret your results. So here is your y as dependent and other independent. Here is x as dependent and y independent. So in my case here, there is no significant p-value for x on y. Also there is no significant p-value for y on x. I have some other variables which are significant. So you can also use other estimations for other options. So you can also from the REG3 estimate two-stage least square estimation. So just specify and click. So that's two-stage estimation. It will be the same as the three-stage estimation. Same. Just different coefficient, but very similar r squared. I think r squared is 21, so it's 21, very similar r squared. You can also use the ordinary least square OLS as well. So that's OLS. So the OLS, based on the OLS, I have significant b-value for x on y, also significant b-value on y on x. You can also use the sure, which is seemingly unrelated regression. Submit. So also here is another estimation. So you can interpret your results from here. Also the last one, which is last option, let's just run it and see. So what I would like to share with you today is the three-stage least square regression, which is the first option. So the first option, so just CLS. So that's first option here. Okay. So here is the estimation of the three-stage least square regression. I hope this video was helpful for some of you. If you like the video, please subscribe and share the channel to support this work to grow up. Thanks very much. Just the last thing I would like to share with you is that in equation 1 and equation 2 there is x5, so x5, and in equation 2 I have x7. So you should have a variable which is included in the first equation and not in the other second one. Also you should have a variable which is included in the second one and not in the first one, because these variables will be used as instruments for the endogenous variables. For each variable among which is here and here is exogenous and its instrument for itself. So these two will be used as instruments for the endogenous variables. Thank you for watching again, and see you in another video.